Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today is a tag video. I am participating in the mid-year freak-out colouring book tag. This is actually a book tag that was converted into a colouring book tag, and Sassy Colouring has created the colouring book version for us on ColourTube, and I was kindly tagged by my wonderful friend who has a channel on YouTube, Jojo's Hannah, and this is obviously to answer the questions about your mid-year freak out. So you kind of have to do it from, everything up till the end of June, even though it's later than that we're filming it. Before I forget, I want to add who I'm going to tag, because I will forget otherwise. If you guys don't fancy it, or you've already been tagged and done it and I haven't realised, I am sorry, no one is obligated. Ignore me if you want. But if interested, I want to tag Chelsea Jade Murray Colouring, Amberly Silencia, Pebbles Adult Colouring, and ColorMeSpiffy. I'd be really interested to see your answers to this tag. So like I said, only if you want to, no pressure. If you fancy it, have a go. It's quite a fun one. So we've 10 questions to get through. I'm going to sit and just randomly colour, I don't know, something. Let's do leaves. Shall we do leaves? Pretty sure people are sick of flowers by now. So, question number 1. The best picture you've coloured so far in 2021. I've coloured a few pictures, I'll be honest, a few really fun ones as well, and I've really enjoyed this year's colouring. But I suppose if I had to pick something, I'm having a flip while I try and decide, probably, okay, I couldn't help it. I had to go with 2. So I've got this little girl from, this is the Coloriage Wild 1 by Emmanuel Collin. And I did this in Polychromos and a little bit of Prisma. And I think that's probably the most lifelike picture that I've achieved. Boy in her awful skin. And then the other page that I've gone with, if I can fold my book up safely, I did this beautiful little buddy colour from Daydreams by Hannah Calls-On. And it's a double page spread, which is like a miraculous event for me in the first place. And I was just really happy and pleased with how it all came out. Just very pleased, and it's quite an achievement for me to get 2 pages done, because there was a couple of months in there, to be honest. I'm not quick, but I'm going to go with those because I really felt like I achieved something with them, and that, it was a milestone for me that I kind of passed. So yeah, I'm going with that. 2, what is your most coloured in book of 2021? Well, I think people can probably guess this. And if you're new here and you can't, I absolutely adore the Reptiloids colouring book by Vassal Psycho. And if you don't have it, you need to go on Amazon and you need to grab it because it's pretty cheap and it is fabulous, and it is caricatures of reptiloids doing funny normal stuff, and it's a pocket-sized book, so it doesn't take me like a year to colour a page, and it is just the most whimsical and fun and interesting relaxer kind of book that's brilliant for buddy colours. I'm always buddy colouring it, and yeah, it's just awesome. Just really wishy that wasn't the only book, and I may have to get another copy because it's actually probably one I might actually finish, which is a miracle in itself. Question number 3. Newly released colouring book you haven't coloured in yet but want to. Well, there's a few of those, isn't there? I bought Fairy and Fantasy 3, which has just come out by Christine Caron, and I've yet to colour that and want to. It's on my list of buddy. I've got a buddy colour in it, so I think that one will actually happen. I recently got the new release of Dare Your Draws Colour and Beauty number 4 this time, and I can't wait to colour in that. And Rita Berman's new book, it's something about Europe, can't remember what it's actually called, but it looks really fun, and I've pre-ordered that as well. Now that I've seen it, I want it, and want to colour in it, so there's those. Question number 4. Most anticipated release for the second half of the year. It's got to be that then, isn't it? It's the Rita Berman at the minute. Most certainly. Desperately waiting to get my grubby little hands on the Rita Berman when it comes out in a couple of weeks. And hope to get a page done in it quite quickly. And also the nice books, again, because they're a bit smaller, you can see the theme. So yeah, very keen for that one. Question 5. Favourite new artist or publishing company that you discovered in 2021? You know, I think that would have to be Jashlee. I love every book, every single book. I bought copies of the books, even though I already had the Colour in Heaven versions. I've still gone and bought the fantasy collection, the little fantasy collection. Yeah, I just really like every single page, and that's a rare thing really. When you get a colouring book, there's normally quite a bit that you're like, oh yeah, no, that's good, that looks nice, I fancy that one, oh I love this one. And there's normally a few that you're like, yeah, maybe not. But every single page, absolutely love how fun the artwork is, really do. So I'm gonna go with Jashlee as my 2021 find. Number 6. Did you try any new colouring techniques this year? Everything's new to me, really. I think I've really perfected my fur this year. My fur has improved. My skin, not so much. Still working on that. We'll leave that. Little monster hiding in the corner, but my fur much better. Really getting there. And technique wise, I tried, I've started adding kind of a bit of shade to my marker work, and that's been really fun. And I'm using more acrylic, like acrylic paint and acrylic paint pens in my work. So I suppose, can we count that? I'm going to count that. Those would be mine, I think. Question number 7. What book do you want to finish the most this year? I found the idea of finishing a book quite sad, actually. I don't know. It does. I don't know if I want to finish any of them. The one I probably will end up finishing, I think, is my Vassal Psycho, the Reptiloids book, because I just love it, and I'm always, well, making people buddy colour with me against their own free will, I suppose, is what happens there. So that's probably the one that I will finish. I have a few books on my 10 book to finish list from the tag I did in the beginning of the year. It'd be nice to finish those, but it's probably not completely likely to happen. We can try. I'm working on it. I'll be lucky to finish a book in my lifetime. Question 8. Have you completed any colouring books this year? I have actually, as weird as that is. No proper colouring books. I never complete those. But I do like colour by numbers, and I like the Sun Life drawing one colour books, particularly with my glitter gel pens and things. And I like the Belba family books that have the little 3x3 squares that you do the cross method in. They're my kind of relax and chill out sort of books. And I've actually completed quite a few of them. So I'm having it, it counts. I'm gonna take that. Some of those I have finished. Yay me. Okay, question number... I've lost where I am, hang on, let's see. 9. Is there any colouring book you bought this year that you regret? I mean, they're not very expensive, are they? It's never the end of the world, really. There's a couple now, as I've, over the last few months, I've kind of really learned what I like. Because let's be honest, I bought plenty to work it out with. So there are a few books that now I've kind of pulled into a pile and thought, will I ever get round to that? If it's not appealing to me now, is that going to change? Is that ever something that's going to be my actual style? And possibly not. But regret buying, not particularly. I will find people that will take joy from those books, and it doesn't bother me to pass them on, whether that's to a friend or relative. I will make sure those books do not go to waste. So I know I'm not particularly upset about anything. And I've been very lucky so far in not ending up with, because when you go on Amazon and things like that, people steal people's art, which is the most disgusting, disreputable thing. Anyway, that's a different topic, but I've been quite lucky at spotting that sort of thing and not buying it. So on the main side, I've not regretted buying any, basically what is essentially a rip-off of someone else's work. I try to be quite careful and mindful with that because it's just disgusting. So all my books are licensed, and they are from the proper artists, and they're Shutterstock. I don't really buy much Shutterstock. It's not really my kind of thing. I prefer, actual artwork, but so I don't have that sort of regret, at least, because that would really, really irritate me, to be honest. Let's see, I think we're near the end. We are near the end. Question number 10. Yep, last one. If you could recommend any colouring book released this year, what would it be? Wow. Are you ready for the massive list? Any of the new ones by Christine Caron, you absolutely need in your life if you like portraits. That goes for Derya Kakirse, who's also Derya Draws. I think this book, the Circle of Life book, is absolutely phenomenal and a must-have. I absolutely adore the Josh Lee books, so that is a yes for me. The new Hannah Coulson, Tales from the Forest Kingdom, absolutely, yeah, it's fabulous, brilliant, love it. And of course, Joanna Basford's Worlds of Wonder. Got more than you bargained for there, didn't you? But yeah, I love a lot of books. So those are just the ones that pop straight into mind, to be honest. There's quite a few more that I can't readily think of right now, but you are not spoilt for choice in the adult colouring book industry anymore. This is a hobby that has taken off and taken a hobbyist by storm and is really in full force with the artworks and the items and the supplies and the books that are coming out. Absolutely fabulous. Right, there we go. We have a bit of green going on as well. Added some flowers to some leaves to my flowers. Hey, right. Thank you so much for listening to me chitter or chatter and sitting with me while I colour about 2 things. As always, guys, appreciate you so much for watching. Please give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel if you like the content, and I will see you in the next video.